أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I will go ahead and recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, which is the purity of faith, which is the 112th Surah of Al-Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Say, Allah is one, the eternal and the absolute. He begets not, nor is he begotten, and there's none that can compare to him. I know that you're looking at this particular translation, and that's okay. Either translation is fine. They mean the same thing. Okay. And the translation where you say, "O prophet," first of all, the Arabic term for prophet is nabi or nabiya. Okay. Um, so it's not in the Arabiya for one. Kul, the word kul means say. Um, so basically, what I take it is that he put the word "O prophet." I would take it that's like commentary more than a translation, because again, there's no word that says prophet in the Arabic. Now, this particular ayat surah, I'm sorry. This is like the shortest surah of the Quran. And uh, when I talk to new reverts to Islam or students of Islam in general, students of Quran, I encourage them that after you recite Surah Al-Fatiha, which of course Surah Al-Fatiha is the most important surah to recite, since that's the oft repeated verse, and the that's the surah that you recite every time you perform salah. The most important one, I recommend that the next surah that they should practice reciting is Surah Al-Ikhlas. And it's not only because it's short, sweet, and simple, which it is, but also Surah Al-Ikhlas serves as the basis for what Al-Islam or Islam means and teaches. And as I've been sharing with you, Islam means surrendering your will to do the will of God, or peace through surrendering your will to do the will of God. And when you surrender your will to do the will of the one and only Creator who originated the heavens and the earth and the universe in general, um, it puts an end to all this fitna, all this madness, that we have to worship other gods besides the one God, or that we are to understand that there are three different beings, but there's only one God. There are three different persons in one God. Surah Ikhlas kills that nonsense. As here, he the translator says, this Meccan chapter, because the revelation took place when the Prophet ﷺ was in Mecca. This Meccan chapter refutes the Trinity, idolatry, atheism, and polytheism, and calls for full devotion to the only God who is worthy to be worshipped and whose protection is to be sought, according to the next two chapters. which are the last two chapters of Quran, Surah Al-Falaq, which is daybreak, and Surah Nas, mankind or humanity. Um, so like anybody who worships anything else other than the one God, or believes that um, God is in a trinity, in a duality, or in a quantity, or whatever, these people are polytheists, and they are not honestly worshiping only one God. And what they're committing is no different from what the polytheists are committing. In Arabic, the term for polytheist, one who commits polytheism, is mushrik, or a group of polytheists, mushrikin, one who sets partners with God. Now, in Islam, and even in the other faiths, even in the other scriptures, first of all, in Exodus, in the Bible, like, or in the Torah, like, that was the very first commandment: thou shalt not have any other gods besides me. So this is not a Muslim thing, okay? This goes back to the time of the prophets in general, before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. And you can commit any sin, not willfully, of course, but you can commit any sin, whether it's drinking, gambling, using drugs, fornicating, committing adultery. These are, of course, serious sins to commit. However, if you are sincere and you repent to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God the Most High, then you come with a sincere heart, Allah will forgive you. But the one sin, the only sin that Allah will never forgive you for, is if you set partners with Him. Allah will never forgive you for that. And if you die in a state of shirk, setting partners with Allah, you are bound to go to Jahannam or the hellfire. So again, Surah Ikhlas lays down the basis of what our faith is about and what the Quran, the entire Quran, is about. Because if you understand Surah Ikhlas, if you read Surah Ikhlas, it is as though you understand the entire Quran, because that's exactly what this is about. Total submission to do Allah's will and not set partners. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to everyone else.